loves, my name is Kaylee and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're getting into things you should know before you lose your virginity. I don't like to waste time here, let's get straight into it. The first thing we're going to talk about today is if you should lose it to the person you are thinking about, or if you're not thinking about anyone, how you know if this person is someone you should lose your virginity to. I was raised by incredible parents who always told me to wait for someone, but it hits a lot different when you hear it from your big sister and when you hear it from a young girl your age. So I'm gonna make it very, very clear to you the things I did and what I wish I would have known so you don't make the mistakes I did. There's always gonna be a lot of debate about waiting for a boyfriend or waiting till you're married, but what we can all agree on is you must wait for someone who truly cares about you. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know if he truly cares about me. Does he want to know everything about you? Does he overload you with compliments? Does he give you things? When you think about the day you met him versus now, has he uplifted you in the same way your closest friend has? In the same way the person you love most has? If the answer to that is no, don't even think about losing your virginity. Society brainwashes us, and mostly more than that, our friend group, our peers brainwash us that we're running out of time, that we're late, that we need to get a move on and do it and try it. You're not missing out on anything, so you don't need to try it. Sex, if you forgot, is how you make children. It's how you make a life, something that can breathe, something that can walk and talk and make another life. That's not something you exchange with someone because time's ticking. That's something you exchange with someone who you deeply love and want to bring a life into this world with. I just want to start this video by making it so clear to you that you should never feel like you're in a rush. You should never feel like you're late, and you should never give your virginity away to a guy who doesn't truly love and care about you. So let's get into the next thing, protection. I have several friends, and by the way, I have amazing friends, yet several of them, diseases. Several of them, abortions. Because you can get pregnant and you can get diseases when you have sex. And you hear this, but until you know someone who's experienced it, it's almost like it doesn't feel real. So I just want to tell you guys how real it is in my reality of the people around me. Even with the pull-out method, meaning the guy doesn't use protection and they pull out before they release it all, still pregnant. Diseases from one-night stands. I know a freaking girl. You guys won't even believe the story. She had only ever had one freaking boyfriend. One. They broke up. She goes on Tinder, meets a guy, one night stand, has a lifelong disease and a visual disease. You can see stuff on her body. It's bad. I want you guys to know how real it is. I don't play around with protection. Even when it comes to using your mouth on a guy, you can get diseases. I don't play with that stuff. Step one is if you're giving your mouth or your body to a guy in a casual way, you're already putting yourself in danger. When you wait for someone who loves and cares about you, you guys can both get tested and at least assure you're being safe when it comes to diseases and get tested before. If I were you, if I was me, I'm pulling out a flavor condom, even if it is just the mouth, because I don't play with that stuff. You can get things. And I know way too many people have gotten things to play around with it. Protection is important for two reasons: diseases and pregnancy. For some reason, women and men, we all think we're invincible. You're not. It's real. It's really, really, really real. So please use protection. The next question I get a lot, because if you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me there. I make a lot of videos about things like this there. And a lot of people ask me, does it hurt? Every single person is different. I will tell you guys, for me, nothing really has ever hurt me. But I have friends who are in pain almost every time that they do experience sex. So everyone is different, but I will say at the end of the day, when you are comfortable with someone, the more comfortable you are with them, the more your body is relaxed. If you think about when you're stressed or when you're nervous meeting someone new, your body's a little tightened up. You're like, hey, hi. And when you're relaxed with someone you love, you're like, hey girl, what's up? So when you're with someone who you love and you're comfortable with, you are going to be in less pain than if you weren't. Which, once again, goes back to my point of waiting for someone who loves and cares about you. The next thing you should know about losing your virginity is that we are living in a day and age where there is a lot of online porn. And I started watching that at way too young of an age. When I started watching smartphones weren't even around yet. I'm old enough that I didn't grow up with smartphones, and in your guys' generation, you're growing up with smartphones, and so a lot of the guys, especially if you're not talking to someone who you love and someone who cares about you, they are exposed to porn more likely than not. The problem with porn is that it shows beating and hurting and putting down women to make a man feel good. The analogy I like to explain it as is if you think about chocolate cake and fruit. We were born to eat fruit and healthy food. If you stuff your face with chocolate cake, it feels good in that moment, but it's not what your body is meant for. And it's the same with porn. You can get off, a man can get turned on by a woman being hurt, but that's not how men were meant to get turned on. They were meant to get turned on by loving a woman, by caring for her, by seeing her feel good. But it's turned into this literally pandemic of men getting turned on from a woman being hurt. And sometimes I get confused because in the same way of chocolate cake, it's like chocolate cake is good. There's balance. I don't know the answer to all those things because there's no manual from God or from the universe of what you should and shouldn't do. I just know that there's a certain line in porn where it is scary and young boys are being exposed to it. So I want to tell you that when you are losing your virginity, you should never be in pain. And this really ties back to everything from the beginning of making sure you're with a guy who you're comfortable with so you can tell him if you're in pain. Because if you are giving yourself away to a casual guy who doesn't give a crap about you, he's also not going to give a crap if you're in pain. He's trying to get his first experience in, and he's using you as an object if he doesn't care about you. You guys see the sun just went down. New York City. I'm totally down to get into crazy talk like positions, how to turn a guy on, my story of my first time, and all of that. But let's start with these things. Make sure you choose a guy who truly loves and values you because you are worthy of that. And if you lose your virginity to a guy who doesn't give a crap about you, you will always, regret is a strong word, but you will always wish that you would have waited. So wait, be patient, and to anyone who wishes they would have waited, comment below, or you can go to my TikTok and Instagram and see thousands and thousands of girls and women commenting that they wish they would have waited, which hopefully inspires you to wait and realize that you're in no freaking rush. I just really quickly want to give you guys a few fun facts about me because I feel like if I'm going to be telling you my whole life story, you should know a little bit about me. So just so you guys know, I'm from Arizona. I live in New York City now. I have 7 siblings. I love my parents. I'm really into SoulCycle, which is indoor cycling. I just started acting classes. Anyways, follow me on Instagram so you can really follow my life. But I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about me because, like, nice to freaking meet you if we haven't met before. Yeah. I love you so much. And comment below your questions, your comments, your stories because, girl, I got your back forever and ever and ever. I love empowering girls. It's my passion. And thank you for watching this and supporting this and giving me a life where I can do what I love. Talking to you on the camera. Okay, love you. Bye.